So here I'm comparing Patrick to Novak on the completion of their serve and how they get ready to be aggressive on a short forehand. Straight away here we see they've both just landed after their serve. You can see Novak's followed all the way through with his racket, with his right arm. You can't even see the racket. Pat's racket it stops pretty much straight down, which means he's used a lot of his forearm muscles to de-accelerate the racket. He's losing a little bit of power by doing this, and he's also putting extra stress into his forearm, which will tighten up those muscles and could be causing some of the wrist problems he's having there. As we go on, we see where the boys landed, both in the blue paint, which I like. Novak a little bit further forward than Pat, but I'm happy with Pat being inside the baseline. What I would like to see is Pat get in that better athletic position that Novak gets in here. His back is more straight or more parallel to the ground, where Pat's is too high an angle. He's too straight up there. He's going to need a little bit more flexibility and a little bit more strength to get into that position. Now here we see Novak is already into his ready position. Anything that comes at him right now, he's ready for. He's looking, his feet are wide, pretty much in a split position, or split step position. He's got his center of gravity forward, you can see by the angle of his back. Pat needs to quicken this up. As he starts to play better and better people, the ball's going to be back on him a lot quicker, and he's going to have to be ready to either a good returner to take a ball off his toes, or if he gets a weak return, to jump on it and punish it. You can see Novak is ready for whatever comes at him right now. What I like about Novak is he keeps that back's or head forward of his waist. He has the position where his center of gravity is a little bit in front of him, and also he always keeps his racket up. Uses that left arm, keep the racket up, keep in a nice ready position. I want Pat to lean forward a little bit more, bring the center of gravity forward, and keep your racket up. That's just a little bit of extra time it's going to take, and that extra time could prove costly. Once again, you see Novak, he almost keeps his racket parallel to his back angle. Center of gravity is forward, racket is up. Pat needs to get that racket up a little bit higher. As we go on, we see both boys getting ready for a forehand. They've hit good serves and they've got a weak reply. Now, see the ball coming. Pat's got a slightly deeper ball to play with, but it's a pretty soft return of his serve. Now, just before they strike, both boys keep their feet close together. I think you need to bring the feet together so you can then stride out and have a nice wide base to transfer your weight as you hit the ball. I like the setup. Racket straight up for Pat, very good, and he's ready to step forward with that left foot and transfer all his weight into the court, into the ball. That's where the ball bounced. You can see it was quite a deep shot, but he's ready for it. What I don't like is the left arm. I don't like Pat's left arm pointing down there. I want it up. You see Novak always has his up. His left and right arm work as balances for him, like he's on a tightrope, and he's using the left and right arm, hold him up there. Doesn't want to fall off. Now, I think if Pat could lift his up a little bit, I know he's working with a ball that's a little bit lower than Novak's contact point will be, but just in general, let's get that left arm up a little bit higher. But I do like the wide feet. He's ready. He's transferring from right to left. Pretty good base, and now drive up into the ball. Now you can see here Novak, he looks like he's on a tightrope there. He's got the arms up, and he's using that left arm and right arm for balance. Now as they contact the ball, Pat gets up onto his toes and does come off the ground. Novak really uses the force into the ground to drive right up. And he gets a little higher off the ground than Pat does. Great extension. Both players really extend through the ball. The racket goes away from the body and then crosses over to their left side. Good force into it. Novak has a little more body weight going forward and give him a little more power. And the right foot comes around on both. You can see Novak's taking his right foot's been pulled around a little bit further. He's got more forward force. And that's something else Pat's going to have to work on. You want to really pull that right foot around into the ball.